the Beaver game.
Welcome, friends, to the Beaver community. I'm gonna have some fun with this for sure. There we go. Caracol coming in with the first. Nooch lost his faith in humanity reviewing your roster? That bad, huh? Oh my gosh. This is literally the last thing I need to do is I just need to get wins with this team. I think we can finish this today, and then I'm done with Conquest, and we'll jump right into roster reviews. Oof, Ghostly Fire. Death Destroyer of Worlds, what's up, my friend? Why are you saying to wait? Is it the fact that you have a membership? Because yes, you were gifted a membership not too long ago. Hey, Wep. Ooh, I have a favor to ask you. Hold on, let me send you a DM. Sorry, I'm kind of cooking right now. I've got like 6 different projects in my head right now. And so yeah, we're gonna send you a DM. There we go. Hey, Mithron Neuroto, welcome, welcome. Please tell me there's a Wookiee project. I actually have Tarful in my roster now since like the last time I saw you. This is the regular Bad Batch with Omega. Caracol coming in with the 5 gifted memberships. Thank you, my friend. Congratulations, Junior Pereira, Thor, Shizarin, Aaron Brockman, and Billy English. Welcome to the elite. Probably my worst conquest in a very long time. Only halfway through Sector 3. Dang. Dang. For you blessing the Jar Jar run. I'm glad I got to join in and hang out for your Jar Jar run. That's cruel. Oh. Let's go ahead and try and kill him off. Target practice is literally you go and take in literally just Omega Fugitive as your leader, and then you hit an AoE, and then anyone that gets hit by another AoE, you're gonna get a stack of target practice for each one of those you hit. And so you want to layer a couple AoEs in a row, essentially. And so you can see here I've got 27 target practice, 27 target practice. You can hit 400 target practice super easy just by doing this. Now, if you hit only one person, it's gonna make it so only that person is how you get target practice. And so you want to keep all your AoEs for at the same time to hit in a row, and then you'll hit all single target damage on one person. I know it's difficult for streamers to watch other streamers sometimes since we're busy streaming. Yeah, right. Well, hey Beaver, what did the fish say when it ran to into a wall? Oh, I know this one. Damn. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I think they patched that ghostly fire. It was Fenrir, Death Destroyer of Worlds, Dan, Deadman, Caracol, and Ghostly Fire were the 6. Let me just take a screenshot of that so I don't mess it up. And of course, if any of you don't want a roster review, you can pass it to a person of your choice. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, there we go. Okay, I now have that as a screenshot. As soon as I finish my conquest, those will be the 6. They can't seem to beat anything. I'm rocking for my inventory. I'm rocking two protection shields to make it so that way whenever I get hit, I get protection back. I'm running quickening so that way I'm much faster than the enemy because these are glitched, so it's a 65% increase to speed. And then I'm running a weak spot with a couple debuffs. So. Yes, Death Destroyer Worlds, we did plan this. No, not at all. That was a fantastic setup though. That was great. I love that. You're in my guild so you can critique me. Heck yeah. I love that. Hey, Harry Brents, welcome. Okay. Yes, you can remove it, Talion. Okay, I passed mine to Caleb Wheeler. Sounds good, Caracol. We'll see how long we have. We don't have a whole lot of time today because I wanted to get in a PP stream, and we have some plans with Nexus to play some Elden Ring for the first time in 3 to 5 business years. So we'll do those 6, and then if we still have time, then we will go and find some more. Oh, I'm great, Harry. How you doing, my friend? Hey, Ali, good to see you. Yes, I'm having a great night. How is yours? Hey, LSO Green, welcome, welcome. Yeah, Demps. In general, and we usually do from the Discord. Hopefully my Discord link is working right now. If not, I'll get a link going. It's not looking like it won't. Oh, there we go. It is working. Sweet. So yeah, there's your Discord link, and looks like I finally got that fixed over on YouTube. And there's a section called roster reviews, and so that's usually where we do roster reviews from. Today we're doing the 6 that we picked up, and then we might take more from the Discord once we finish there. But usually we start with a list each time on Discord. Oh yeah, for sure, Italian. Caracol Beaver IRL stream when? I mean, pretty sure Caracol is on the other side of the United States from me. Although there might be another content creator who is close to me, who I found out is not too far away, that we may be doing an IRL stream with just for fun. We shall see. I mean, we do IRL streams with swag already. When will Master Qui-Gon be accelerated? It'll be, I think, next week. I think with the update, let's see. It would be, if it didn't come in this update, it means it'll be the following update. So this next week, leading up to whichever of the new Jedi characters it is. Is it Rabbit Beaver Raid Shadow Legends? Shh! Don't let everyone know, Trey. Hey, Greg. Welcome, welcome, my friend. Excited to hear your advice. Been a year since I had one here. Oh, heck yeah. What's a swag frog? He's a little guy. He like sits on your shoulder, and if you lick him, you get poisoned. Pretty sure that's how all frogs work. When will Apo be farmable? Ooh, that's a good question. I think that's also next week. Right? No, we'd have 2 weeks off, and then it would come back in. So 3 weeks from today, we'll have Apo farmable. Haiti, Jamaica, Peru, Republic, Dominican, Cuba, Caribbean, Greenland, El Salvador too. It's only poisoned if you die. If you lick the right amount, you just get... Good to know, Scarata. Good to see you, my friend. Okay, there we go. Let's go ahead and hit this. Can't wait for that Yar stream. Oh, Elden Ring stream. My brain was like, I'm not going to the emergency room, I hope. I hope I'm not asleep by then. Yeah, I mean, we're only going to be doing this for about 50 minutes. So... like 1 month and 3 weeks. swear it's only 3 weeks. Am I crazy? It's about to be 1 month and 2 weeks. Because the last Bad Batch came out, and then we got a 2-week break from Bad Batch, and then we jumped into the clones. And the newest Bad Batch just became farmable. So wouldn't it be 3 weeks from today? Maybe I'm doing my math wrong. Maybe I'm crazy, but I swear that's how long it is. No, I'll be getting Jocasta next Conquest. There's no way that I can get her this Conquest. I still need 30 shards after this Conquest. That sounds about right, Shack Dag. We got Apo shipments last update, so a month after that. Yeah, so about 3 weeks. No, I'm pretty sure it's just 2. Like 2 months total. I could be wrong. Once again, I could be wrong. I don't usually pay attention to new characters coming in. I could be wrong, but I think that's correct. Hey, Madness, welcome, welcome, my friend. Diamond Dave, good to see you, my friend. Okay, how many more do I need? I've done 5, right? So I need only 3 more, and I'm done with Conquest. 2 more. I only need 2 more. What if we were to grab like a medium stim pack? Oh, I own 2 stim packs. Hold on. We give it to Echo to give us our boost. Because I don't need these anymore because I'm finished with Conquest. We'll give it to you. And hopefully that'll be enough. I have not done that yet. I will do that right before we jump into right before we jump in to roster reviews, which I mean will take 10 seconds. So, would you be able to get their names really quick? Yeah, would you be able to do it with the names just so that way I'm not like going digging for names and trying to figure out the names on the fly? Nice, great one. I did not, Dan. What happened with that? Just like a random ship? The Darth Vader Fortnite AI? No. You should sign up, Caracol. Oh, it's so sad. Great one. The sequels didn't count. Gosh. Hail mass hit. The broken version had people on beams and a bunch fell off. Dang. That's wild. I heard they disabled the AI because of the stuff. I love that. Oh my gosh. The internet is an interesting place, that's for sure. Okay, let's use my last stim pack and let's finish this. Last one. And this is my red crate that I have to do, and since I did red crate this time, I only have to do gold crate the rest of the time. How did they win? I had more stamina that time. What just happened? Okay, we're gonna pass a turn to you this time. Get some stuns out there to start. That was unfortunate who got the stun. Yeah, they are just taking turn after turn. Come on, give me some. Fine. Fine. We'll go against this team because it's easier, I hope. Less stamina on everyone else, I guess. Okay, now I just need to get through him, and they won't be able to hit through taunt anymore. There we go. What gear is your Omega to Fugitive? Ooh, that is an excellent question. I'm going to say Gear 7. Gear 8. I was off by 1. Okay, last battle and we're done. I'm at 629 of 630. I do not have a single one of the Bad Patch Zetas, no. You can go ahead and throw them in chat. Oh yeah, yeah, you can get all of the Bad Batch feats without too much trouble if you have Relic Bad Batch. Okay, let me get my list up and running. Okay, and there we go. We now have gold or red crate. First time doing red crate on this set, so now we just have to get gold crate from here on out. And we will have SM33 on day 1. And Jocasta will get 30 shards for her. She'll be up to 300. And then next Conquest, we will get 20 from Conquest Pass, and then whatever we need from gold. So I may make a video for next Conquest to help people get gold crates. Or red crates, you know, either one, and just show off what cheeses I'm using. I'll actually probably post a cheese video tomorrow night for you guys, because the Mall Lightspeed bundle came out. Beaver, who's your favorite YouTuber? I don't really have one right now. My cop-out's gonna be Arnold. He's the one that I watch the most right now. But I don't really have a dedicated YouTuber that I watch necessarily at the moment. Like, I'll bounce in and out of some Arnold stuff. I'll bounce in and out of some Caleb Hammer stuff. Occasionally I'll watch like a Markiplier video with my roommate. I like Doug. If I'm like looking at people that inspire me as a YouTuber, Doug's my favorite. I think his innovation is really impressive, and I would love to learn some of the coding stuff that he does, because I think there's a lot of fun to be had. Doug's probably the one I look up to most, and probably the one I watch in my free time the most, but even then I haven't watched him in probably a month. So it's Rabbit Beaver Raid Shadow Legends, obviously, yeah. Why is everyone saying that the new droid is going to be so important for the raid? Like, new Bad Batch was supposed to be important. Dark Side clones, new Jedi Vanguard. Like, if I go for 2 of them, I can ditch the droid. Yeah, absolutely, Andrew Thetford. Like, I'm going for SM33 just because he's the newest Conquest character. Not at all because I actually, you know, think that he's going to be important. I don't think that the pirate faction is going to be something I go for the next year, at least. It's going to be sitting on the back burner, but it's always good to have whatever the new Conquest character is. The Conquest characters tend to be the most powerful characters in the game. So if he ends up having like a good home on a droid team, great, I have an SM33. If he doesn't have a good home on a droid team and he's locked into his team like Ben Solo is, then he's going to sit in my roster for a year. Either way, I try to get every Conquest character done every time, because they are the most powerful characters in the game, and Conquest is one of the most valuable game modes, even though we all hate it. Show your YouTube homepage. You guys see it on stream all the time. We got Caleb Hammer. We got some Star Wars. We got Troopers on break. Random Lego Star Wars thing that I don't know what it is, comparing graphics for Star Wars, some YouTube algorithm stuff, Galaxy of Heroes, I don't know, I don't even know what that is, Andor stuff, Sanjita, new Battlefront 2 stuff, my own channel, yeah. I don't know. I mean, that's my my, like, you know, my Rabbit Beaver one. So it's mostly just if I'm on my Rabbit Beaver account, I'm either watching Galaxy of Heroes content creators, or I'm watching something Star Wars related for the channel, algorithm based stuff, that type of thing, and then Caleb Hammer. Just because, you know, I can put Caleb Hammer in the background because I pay for premium for my YouTube channel. So that way we can watch videos together on stream without ads. So. His other account's explicit. It's really not. It looks very similar. It's a lot of Swigo and yeah, I don't actually know. I recently changed the name on it just because things were leaking my real name. Yeah, top things. My channel, Rabid Beaver, Scribe Gaming, Andor stuff. We've got some Raid Shadow Legends, Doug, Caleb Hammer, um, uh, some Fonk, because I was looking for new Fonk music not too long ago. More Doug, more Raid Shadow Legends, more Doug, more Star Wars music. A little bit of Elden Ring. A little bit of How to Train Your Dragon covers, apparently. I did check out Opeth, Harry. How do I put this? I'm trying to remember because I did listen to Opeth. I listened to like 5 or 6 of their songs while I was playing. I like the music. It's not good enough in my taste to be like it's great for ambient music. Like it's fantastic. Like I would use it in streams, kind of thing. I wouldn't necessarily use it as like the main showpiece, but I do like it. The vibe is really nice. Like it almost reminds me of lo-fi of a different genre, essentially, is kind of what it feels like. So it's not really taking up everything. Yeah, ambient but not active listening. And so it was solid. I liked it. Not necessarily something I'd listen to like on a regular thing, but if I was like reading a book, for instance, or doing something where I don't have I don't have to like pay attention to the music and that kind of thing. I'm not trying to jam out. That would be the type of music that I'd listen to. You watched Beaver? That guy is such clickbait. See, okay. Clickbait means that if you're going true, the pure form of clickbait that no one likes, it's something that isn't true, that's fundamentally something different. If I were to say, you know, how to get a million crystals in Galaxy of Heroes as the name of my video, and I spend the entire video not talking about crystals at all and going off on some other tangent, that would be clickbait because that's me pulling you in with something else, and it doesn't work like that because you do that and people are going to hate you for it. You know, you're like, how to get a million crystals in a short amount of time, and you're like, oh, here's how to get a million crystals over the course of 7 years. It's still clickbait. No one's going to enjoy it. Everyone's going to be pissed at you. I avoid true clickbait. But I do use clickbait titles because otherwise YouTube actually will not pick you up. And it drives me up the wall because I have to do it. YouTube does this thing where you pitch to the YouTube algorithm first and then you pitch to the people that are watching your videos. And so for instance, oh gosh, what was the video that we just put out not too long ago? Was it Tarkin? No, it wasn't Tarkin. Was it Tarkin? Here, let me check what videos I recently put out. There was a video I recently put out and it was driving me nuts because of this. Videos. Yes, it was the Tarkin video. So in general, when it comes to like analytics that YouTube gives me, it gives me my click-through rate, which means, hey, it got sent out to 10,000 people and showed up on 10,000 people's screens, and then only 1,000 people clicked on it. That's a 10% click-through rate because it's how many people it got pitched to versus how many people clicked on it. And so it'll give me the click-through rate, it'll give me the overall viewer count. It gives me a lot more than that, but those are two of the big things that you take a look at the metric. When it came to the Tarkin video, when I first released in the first like 2 hours that it was out, it was doing atrocious, but it had a 13% click-through rate, meaning that people were clicking on it because the average is 5 to 8%, and you know, so it was like at a 13% click-through rate. So it was doing really well for people who saw it, they'd click on it. but it wasn't pushing it to many people because the views were severely down. I switched it to a clickbait title, switched it to the Tarkin needs a nerf exclamation point, the new SLKR. I switched it to that title, that clickbait title, and instantly the views shot up. The click-through rates remained high. It jumped up to 18% actually. But the views shot up because I'm pitching to the algorithm first. I'm pitching to YouTube itself. And YouTube decided, hey, that title's more clickbaity. We think that'll get views. We'll push it to more people. So it drives me nuts. I would love to just post a video and say, the Jar Jar event guide, and call it that, or hey, here's how to do mods. I'd love to make titles like that. It doesn't work. YouTube doesn't let me do that. I wish I could. I really do, but I can't, and it drives me nuts. No, because that's the thing, is because I can see the click-through rate tells me that of the people it's being pitched to, this many people are getting it. And so like I've had videos that have clickbait titles, they'll have 1,000 views, but their click-through rate's like 8%. And so that means it pitched it to a lot of people because the algorithm liked it. But if I have a high click-through rate, meaning 13% like I had on that Tarkin video, that means people that are seeing it are clicking on it, but the views are only 200. That means it's only pitching to 2,000 people versus this other video, which, you know, it has 1,000 views, but it's been pitched to 13,000 people. And so, you know, being able to see the click-through rate and the views, you can tell in the algorithm's the thing holding it back versus something where it's just people who are watching are holding it back. So that's why there's a problem there. And yes, it is the algorithm. It is proven. The algorithm prioritizes all kinds of weird things, including like faces on thumbnails, you know, vibrant thumbnails, additionally, you know, things that have at least one set of like capital letters in a word, clickbait, the titles, things like that, things that they can compare it to other things and see that it pitches the same way as other things, which is becoming more and more common in all types of media. Like when you go to write a book, you're supposed to write your book with a pitch that's similar to another book. It's like Ocean's 11 but with magic, you know. You need to be able to have a pitch that's comparative to something else, and YouTube checks the same thing. And so there's a whole bunch of algorithm rules and trying to game the algorithm just to be able to make it successful on YouTube, and it's really annoying. Currently switching a title and thumbnail to the exact thing you described. Yep, and you'll see it every time there's a Datacron that happens. Like, let's say the Sidious Cron came out tomorrow. No one knew about it. The Sidious Cron had never been heard of. We get another Sidious Cron level Datacron. Arnold will make a video about that, but no one cares about Datacrons. No one clicks on videos about Datacrons. You go and watch that video, like just look at it on your homepage and refresh it every couple of minutes. It'll probably go through 4 different titles and 3 different thumbnails before he finally settles on one that's actually working, because no one watches videos about Datacrons. And so he tries to get it out there to people, and he needs to get out there to people so people know about it and can utilize that Datacron, but no one clicks on Datacron videos, and so he has to try a whole bunch of different stuff to pitch to his audience and get that one done. The YouTube algorithm will pick it up, but his click-through rate will be doo-doo, so he'll keep swapping out the thumbnail and the title until he gets something that catches with the views versus catching with the click-through rate. Right, Graphic? Caleb Hammer's videos make me feel better about my finances 100%. Yeah, yeah, we'll get some solid click-through rate on our videos. If I make like a good solid video, like that Tarkin one, and I get it out before anyone else, we'll get some good click-through rates. In fact, my channel in general has really weird metrics comparatively to most YouTube channels. But that's partially just because of the community that I'm a part of. Because we're in Galaxy of Heroes, it's a little different than other formats. So like for instance, in most games, news is a big thing. You want to cover whatever's new and you want to get it out there as fast as possible. Whoever gets it out there first usually gets the most views, and so you want to be plugged into the news as much as you can. This game you don't, because Arnold covers the news and everyone knows that, and so everyone goes to Arnold and no one goes to anyone else. And so if I make a video about something, I have to have an extra reason besides, hey, look, Scorch's kit came out, because otherwise I'm not going to get a single view. And so just because of the niche that I'm a part of, it's very different than a lot of other places. But I tend to have a higher click-through rate than a normal YouTube channel would have. Nice, fun time, Foxy. Very nice. If Arnold's video doesn't start with a yeet, I walk. What order are the reviews in? I'm just gonna go based off of the order they came in. Fenrir, Death Destroyer of Worlds, Dan, Deadman, Caracol, and then Ghostly Fire, which Caracol gave it to Caleb Wheeler. Dan, dude, if you're halfway through, the next 3 episodes are gonna be insane. The next, what, 4 or 5 episodes are gonna be insane. I'm very excited for you to continue, Dan. I have finished season 2 and it is phenomenal, and Andor season 2 has solidified Andor as my #1 favorite Star Wars show. Because like every other Star Wars show that's amazing has bad with it. Mandalorian has season 3 to deal with. Clone Wars has season 1 and season 2 to deal with, and scattered episode throughout. Andor's just fantastic, dude. It's the biggest increase of profits to Disney Plus since Mandalorian from a show. Exactly, Matt. Like literally, I have videos that got 700 views in the first hour, which is wild for my channel, and then not a single view after that because Arnold put out a video about the thing that I put a video about. It's not worth competing. It doesn't go anywhere. It's just not worth it. Like, I would love to do things about the news, and I think I have things to say about the news. I think, you know, when I see a kit, I think I can come up with some cool ideas with it, and I have things to say. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how I brand it. It's still not gonna do good. Yes, I will have a friend around for Elden Ring. I wouldn't say weird, I'd say you're unique, Bobo, and I wish everyone would do that. Yep, I remember Caracol. Continue to pub, but that's the thing is, I don't think so. I think they're starting to learn that they have to be careful with it because they've had so many failures, both on Star Wars and on Marvel. They're seeing the struggle, and they're trying to put more concerted effort, it seems like. And I think Andor will be a good push in a good direction for them, and we might get a couple more shows and games out of it just because, you know, it didn't fail, and a lot of shows have been being canceled because things fail. So yeah, Rogue One's top Star Wars film on Disney at the moment. Yep. Yeah, the kit reveal stuff, I don't know. Like, I had an idea to do like kits done easy essentially, and I break down the kit super simply and like the break it down into a super simple like 5-minute video. And I probably should. I probably should try that and see if it works, because I feel like too many people that do kit reveals and stuff, they're just saying, let's read through the kit. So Fenrir, can I get it one more time? Let's get your ally code in chat so that way I can do it, because it's too far back that I can't actually go find it at this point. Let's hear it, Steve. Oh, hold on. I gotta read this real quick. I think it's this one. There it is. Found it. Okay, let me read this. I wish was made by Sony instead of Amazon. Imagine Invincible was the intro to the Spider-Verse, or into the Spider-Verse levels of animation. Yeah, I mean, just give them a decent budget at this point. That's all I'm asking for out of Invincible. I hope that Zero Company is good too. Rogue One's top 3 to 5. It's in my top ones. I'm going to put it at number 5 right now. I would probably say number 5 for me. Okay, there's Fenrir. Okay. Fenrir, your whole account is garbage. Moving on to the next. No, I'm kidding. Let's take a quick look at your mods. These aren't going to be super long because I don't have a lot of time, unfortunately. You have protection arrow. Your mods look great. I'm not worried about your mods at all. Yes, that is me inside Fenrir's profile picture. One niche that you have is the blinds we go, and the hot sauce GACs. I came up with that one too. Your Bo-Katan, obviously, is your next project to finish. Dude, Fenrir, most of this is just finishing some farms. I'd say, yeah. I don't know what you're working on right now, but you're saving up crystals for Leviathan and just finishing your farms is one of the big things I'd say, because you have a Zori, a Marin, an armorer, a Luthen, and then getting Zepho ready. And if you are Zepho ready, I'm not going to go check because I don't have time. Terran Malicos is the next project. Like, right there, you have the key pieces to do some disgusting stuff in your roster, but you need to do it. You need to relic 8 levels to get Lord Vader, but I'm finishing farms like... You're Zepho already? Then yeah, Malicos should be on your list. Okay, like, sure, you can rush Lord Vader. I know you're close. You can rush Lord Vader and finish it, Fenrir. Do you need to? Have you seen the gameplay with Tarkin? Like, just wait for Scorch to come out. You're already pushing into the clones. I think you're going to be fine with Tarkin until you can do that. And so I might push off Lord Vader to finish some farms first. Like, I'd get the Bo-Katan done, do the Zori, the Marin, the Armorer, and the Luthen right now. Obviously, Zeta Zenomies you're saying is a problem. That's fine. That also means you're going to need Zeta Zenomies for Lord Vader anyways. So yeah, saving up crystals for Leviathan and doing some finish your farms I think is going to be great, because Tarkin's disgusting. I apologize. I am going to be skipping chat a bit for a while now, just because... we need to do the roster reviews and I don't have a whole lot of time. Any suggestions for Kyber? Usually the big thing for Kyber to stay in Kyber is your ships. And so that would be my point that I'm worried about, and that I try to make sure I focus. So like finishing your Relic 7 Grand Inquisitor for your Scythe, you know, getting yourself your TIE Echelon and your Star Fortress done. Those would be the kinds of things that I'd focus on. The moment that I got to Kyber is the moment that I just exploded outwards into my fleets and made sure I had enough for offense and defense in my fleets. So fleets, finish your farms, and don't be afraid to put off Lord Vader. Yes, Lord Vader's going to be the king of the meta, yes. But Tarkin with the clones is also looking insanely disgusting. So I don't think you're going to be dying by, you know, not going for Lord Vader immediately and taking some time and finishing some farms. So if you skip me, I riot. Are you even on the list? You're not even on the list, Matt. Oh, you mean in chat? Never mind. Felix Obi, best Obi in the game, dude. You missed it. Death Destroyer of Worlds. I have a clip somewhere. I need to make a YouTube short out of it. We beat Egnards in trivia and forced him to apply it. Okay. Next up on the list is Death Destroyer of Worlds. Can we get your ally code, my friend? There's the roster view channel. I think, who was it? Someone said they put their roster review in Discord. Made a lot of improvements from when you last look at it. Okay. Yes, I was the one that forced Arnold into getting a Relic 9 Rose Tico on his free-to-play account. I don't know if he's finished it yet. I haven't had time to catch up on his streams. But yes, I beat him in trivia and caused that as well. That was us here in the Beaver Dam. Ignorance is broken. Wanted to quit controversies because he had to turn against the one thing he swore against. I love Egnards. He's great. He's great. Okay. Damn. All the GLs. Oh my gosh, got some hefty amount of Relic 9s. Are you what are we sleeping on here? So you don't have the Luthen team done, you don't have Balin done. You're working on clones. You're working on the new Bad Batch as well for your guild. Is Balin your next farm then? Famous. Beautiful. Beautiful. I did not announce the team score. I'll do it after this roster review. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so Premier Kylo Ren, he's got to be fast. Yep. And then Sith Eternals, one that gets slept on, 500 speed with a health arrow. Very nice. Looking good, looking good. I'm not super worried about your mods. I could go nitpick, but I don't really have time. Let's see. Ships are looking good. Yeah. 5-star comeuppance would be the only like little nitpick, and a Relic Ebonhawk. Especially right now with the Ebonhawk being kind of essential to certain counters and needing to survive a couple turns in those counters, I would suggest relicking an Ebonhawk and working on your comeuppance. But overall, not a whole lot that I'd suggest outside of going through and nitpicking here or there. Like I'd like to see a Relic 8 or Relic 9 Bane, especially with an account like this, probably a Relic 9 Bane. But yeah, looking good. Ebonhawk would be the big thing that I'd suggest. Any questions at all before we move on? Work on your Datacrons. Your Datacrons are looking a little iffy. Phalanx only check on all accounts. Okay, I'll do that. Next up on our list is Dan. Dan, what is your name in Discord? Or throw your ally code in the chat. One of the two. Still have never watched that anime Dan that everyone has been vibing with. Haha, your name's Dan on YouTube and your thing's named Darko. Danny Darko. Never seen it, but I've heard great things. Okay, finishing up JML, and we'll have Malgus, the Malgussie, and Maul next Conquest cycle. Which way should I go after finishing up Luke? I was thinking JKCK tidying up my ship farms. If your guild is pushing for Zepho ready, great. If not, if you're gonna go Zepho ready, I do think that's a good, solid choice going Zepho ready. I would go find a guild that's Zepho ready. So. Tell us who won. The winners of this month's GAC tournament goes to... Okay, we'll go from bottom to top, hopefully, if I can figure it out. Yep, there we go. Okay, in last place, we got Listens to the Wind in with a total of 27 points. Return of the Forsaken and Quiet Kids tie for 4th with 35 points. Rabid Ewoks in 3rd place with 37 points. See What I Did There and Beskar Besties tied for 2nd place with 40 points. And the winners of this month are Silent But Deadly, quietly taking number 1. Congratulations, Silent But Deadly. The trophy will be coming soon to a theater near you. Congratulations, guys. Yeah, so your Inquisitors aren't up, running a guild that gets 5 shards at the moment for Reva. So if you go Zepho ready, you can push into a guild. Brennan Burris, welcome to the damn community. If you push into a Zepho ready guild, they'll probably be done with Inquisitorius, and so you can kind of get Inquisitor shards and get the Reva shards as you go, and then once you unlock Reva, then you can go and get your Inquisitors up and use Reva to go through the Grand Inquisitor event, and it'll be much easier. So that would probably be my suggestion for you, my friend. Mr. Bean, on using the guide for the SLK unlock. Heck yeah, I've been getting a ton of comments on that video, and 99.99% of the comments are, it didn't work for me. And then my question is, did you get the Hux Zeta? And then nothing. In fact, I got 2 in like the space of an hour, and so I posted on that video for the tier 1 through 3, you need the Hux Zeta, like I mentioned in the video, and pinned that comment, and still I keep getting comments about that. It's driving me nuts. It's like half of the comments right now that come into my notifications are just, it didn't work. And my question is just, do you have the Hux Zeta? And then the next day, no, I don't. I'll get that and try again. And then I never hear from him again. Sounds good, Death Destroyer of Worlds. You have a great night, my friend. Have a good night, Madness. Oh, gosh. But yeah, Zepho ready I think is an excellent idea. Yeah, and that's right after the JML that you're working on. Yeah, you'll have Malgus and Maul. Do you have the Fury class Interceptor? Very nice, Steve. That's on 270, I believe. Okay, then we'll put off the Leviathan for now, but I do think Leviathan should be on your list. I would probably do Zepho ready. Yeah, so JML, Zephyr ready, Leia, Mandalore ready, Leviathan, or Leviathan, Mandalore ready? These are going to be close, very close to Leia in general, and Leia's like the best PvP GL. I'd like you to stay inside the Rebel Trinity, but also getting those couple, those farms that can get you into good guilds will, well, get you into a good guild and help you kind of keep going for whatever you want in this account. So I do think that would be the area that I'm looking for, is either like the Queen's Men or, you know, so either Zepho ready, then Leia, then Mando ready, or Zepho ready, Leia, then Queen's Men and Inquisitors, something like that. It would be what I suggest. But yeah, like obviously the Inquisitors are going to be hard to get up, but if you're Zepho ready or you're Mandalore ready, you're getting an extra 285 extra Chirotechs a month, and that is the equivalent of 14 assault battles a month. So if you want the equivalent of 14 assault battles a month of Chirotech, Zepho and Mando ready. Hey, Miser, welcome, welcome. If I didn't say it already, I think I did, but I'm saying it again. Quick, post your ally codes at Discord. Okay, let's see. Quick look at your mods. Who's next on deck? We got Deadman. Deadman, go ahead and post your ally code in chat. Your speeds are looking good, but your primaries aren't looking good. I would go through and I would do some remodding for your primaries. Even if you have to drop speed. Like, even if you have to drop to like 560 to get the right primaries, drop his speed to get his primaries correct. I'm not overly worried with how Jabba the Hutt is modded. You should go all health, but you really don't. Like, it's not going to kill you not to. Your Sith Eternal is looking pretty shoddy speed-wise. You're going to need to work on that pretty harshly. Overall, your mod depth is looking iffy for 7 million. So start refreshing mod energy more if you haven't already. And don't take mods too far. Jabba will help, but will only help if you don't, you know, you don't waste your materials. Keep in mind, mods are not girlfriends. You can't fix her. Leave her in the past. She needs to grow on her own. You need to delete that mod out of your contact list. I don't care that it has 6 speed. I don't. You leave it in the past. You're not rolling another speed off of that. What do I need for Zepho ready? Zepho ready is just Jedi Knight Cal Kestis at Relic 7, and then Seer Junda at Relic 7. So you're getting her up to Gear 12 already for the JKCK unlock, and so it's just bringing one character up 7 relic levels essentially, and then you're Zepho ready. It's fairly easy to do if you're already going for JKCK. Has 3 speeds with a primary. No, bad. Yeah, no problem, Dan. Okay, I didn't even glance at the top of this roster. Okay, we're dealing with a 7 GL roster. Not a lot of Relic 9s. Ooh. You're Zepho ready, but you're not Mommy Mando ready. You don't have the Queen's Men. Your value farms are being skimped on hard. Mommy Mandalore's on your radar. Yeah, before your Mommy Mandalore being on your radar, finish your Quadme, dude. That is one of the best teams in the game. It takes down it takes down GLs. It's great on defense. It's fantastic. Don't sleep on that, my friend. That's on top of that, you're getting the assault battle. Get them up to Relic 7. Yeah. Oh. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. Okay, be gentle with me, fellow guildmate. First roster review and my mods are awful. Also have territory battle assignments for Bad Batch Echo and Old Hunter at Relic 9 for the guild. Okay, you have your Relic 9 stuff. Great. JD Secret ready in about a month. It's been a rough one. Okay. That's right. You're in my guild, which my guild is a little rough on the requirements. Considering what guild you're in and that you're punching above your weight class, I don't know. How many droid brains do you got? Hey, Darfrog, welcome, my friend. Like, how many droid brains do you have? Nearly 60? Glad I could help, Colton. Thanks, Armeet. Okay. Okay, you Relic 9'd the clones. That explains it. I'm like sitting here, I'm like, there is no way an account like this has only 60 droid brains. How are you that low? You Relic 9 the clones, and you're gonna Relic 9 Scorch. Okay, then I'm not gonna suggest what I was about to suggest. Okay, I want you to finish what you're doing for your guild. Your guild always is nice, you know? And you're in a fairly dang good guild. You're getting a lot of good rewards. That being said, I need you to be clear with our guild leaders. I need you to tell them, hey, I can't afford another guild farm for a little bit. I need to fix some stuff in my roster. Because you've got all kinds of stuff. A Dark Side Ray, a Malicos, a Trench that you really shouldn't have overinvested in. So I'm not even going to put it in those numbers. Jedi Knight Revan, Queen Amidala, Darth Revan, Cat that you've overinvested in. You have Qui-Gon, you have Obi-Wan, you have so many things laying in your roster. So after you finish those Relic 9s for your guild, please tell them I need a break for a bit. I promise I will get Mommy Mando up soon for you guys, but I'm gonna need some time because you need to take like a 2 to 3 month break and you need to be able to farm some of these characters and finish some things in your roster. Oh my gosh. My sanity's cracking. Don't look at him. Oh, dude, you've okay. I'm telling you right now, dead man. You've put your work into the guild. You're going for the Nightfall battles, Relic 9 across the clones. That is a 2.7 million that you can get in your raid as soon as the new raid comes out. Please do not take up this Bad Batch. Please finish the things in your roster instead. I'm begging you. This is one Omicron. You have like multiple characters, including Trench, that have 3 Omicrons. This is one. All I'm asking for is one. Oh gosh, trying to earn my keep 100%. Feel like I have. Yes, I especially going into the new raid, I think you have 100%. Take it at your own pace. They waited for me to get Ahsoka. They waited for me to get Ahsoka before I went Zepho ready. They will understand. Finish the Relic 9s you agreed to. After that, focus on your stuff that's underinvested. Finish that up. Take a 3-month break, and then after that 3-month break, I want to see a Leviathan. For the 3-month break, I want to see first things first, the Queen's Men at Relic 7. And then that, because that'll give you materials to continue to work on things. And then I want to see you work on the ones that are going to be transformative, such as Darkside Ray, such as Queen Amidala, of course, Terran Malicos, the ones that are transformative first, and then the ones that are helpful next. And then the ones that are worthless, I'm going to say never touch again. But if you have a PP, you have a PP. There's nothing wrong with a little PP. Zepho is a planet in territory battles that gives you plenty of materials and helpfulness in a guild. It requires having JKCK at Relic 7 and Seer Junda at Relic 7, Ghostly Fire. You've got 80 Omicron stash right now. Starkiller doesn't even require Zetas, dude. He doesn't. His Omicrons and Zetas are separate from each other. 20 of those is going to Scorch. Another 20 is going to Starkiller. Okay, sounds good, dead man. Bro. Yep. Mm-hmm. Okay, Caleb Wheeler, did you post yours yet? I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing numbers in the chat. Okay, next up is Ghostfire, then I'm out of here. I gotta go stream some Elden Ring. Speaking of, let's get that stream ready to rock so I can transfer directly into it. Sure, we're just gonna reuse stuff because I don't want to make a new thumbnail. Okay, that's done. Okay, now that stream is ready to go. Sounds good, Caracol. You have a great day. Yeah, Zach. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Sounds good, Burrito. You have a great night. Last two before we go, and I don't think I'm going to spend much time on the last one for reasons of he already told me that Nooch lost his mind trying to give him a roster review. So, we'll see what I can actually tell him to do. When you put it in chat, Ghostfire, please also put in what Nooch told you. Okay, getting Profundity, then going for new mace. Well, you're free to play. Why are you going for new mace? Okay. After that, I might go for Leviathan. 6 months out from Malchus and his ship. Would like to do Poncho Bros somewhere in there too. Okay. Yep, Bamp. That's a hard PP. Okay. Where's your scythe? Overall, you wants away from Inquisitor ships. Okay, so here's what I would suggest then. Do your mace PP, sure. After your mace PP, let's see. You're doing Profundity, then mace, and then after mace, I would probably do Queen's Men and then Leviathan, sure. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing, but I would like what I would like to see is I would like to see the after the new mace or during the new mace, whenever you happen to get the scythe, I think you should relic 5 your Iden Versio. So whenever you get your Iden Versio done, relic 5 your Iden Versio, and then circle back around to your current farm, because then you have another you know, GL fleet killer. It'll be able to kill Profundity, as well as it'll be able to kill Executor. So I would highly suggest doing that, but beyond that, I don't think I'd really change anything about your farming path, because you're throwing in a PP in there. You're taking over the top of your fleet meta, which is top of your fleets with Leviathan, and you're gonna get the 3 meta fleets. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. You're already mommy Mando ready, so hopefully you swung your way into a good guild, and so that should help fund your way through all of this stuff you're suggesting. I think you're basically good. I don't think I have really much for you before then. Modding looks good. Yeah. So yeah, honestly, yeah. Throw in the Queen's Men after you finish Banff, and then, or if you want to do it sooner, you can do it sooner. Basically, slot in the Queen's Men wherever you want. It'll fit anywhere in this because it's a PP farm. But I would probably suggest after Banff, and then I would do Iden Versio whenever you get the Scythe done. Do Iden Versio as well. And get that fleet up and running. And then after Leviathan, I'd like to see you relic your Darth Treya and your Nihilist before moving on to your next project. Okay. Ghostfire. Yep, no problem, Caleb. You're free to play, but my guild gave me a lot of bundles when gifting came out. Very cool. Very cool guild. You should leave them. No, I'm kidding. Until recently, I'm trying to get Executor and CLS right now. Okay, here. Ghostfire. I know mods can be confusing. I don't know if you've watched this video. I'm guessing you haven't. Go watch that video. Super simple. Will take you through modding, just in general. How to farm mods, how to not take them too far, that type of thing. Mod filter, so that way you can get rid of your mods easily that are garbage, that type of stuff. What's the max we should upgrade a mod? Go watch that video that I just posted. I never take a mod to 6 dot if it doesn't have at least 15 speed. I never take mods past, if they're white, I never take them past green if they don't roll speed twice. If I'm taking up a mod individually, if they're green already, and they have 1 speed, I might take them up to blue if I'm feeling lucky. But in general, I try to be very stingy with my mod materials, especially as of recently, because I've had so many characters to mod, and especially with all you guys having light speed bundles, you need to be stingy with your mod materials. So, you know, if you want to gamble, go for it, but mods are not girlfriends. You can't fix her. Leave her be. I'm gonna go give me a little bit. I'm trying to get Executor and CLS. Okay, you have your first GL. Awesome. SLKR, that's great. You're gonna go for Executor. Fantastic. How are you doing on your Razor Crest? Your Razor Crest is 7 stars. Perfect. IG 2005 4 stars. How are your bounty hunters in general? So that's all you're waiting on. Empire, yeah. So I think Nooch is dead on. I think Executor is the way to go. And then after Executor, you're going to go JML into Java. You have the Lightspeed bundles to make JML super easy. You have, you know, if you go through the requirements, you have a Relic 3 of 5 Obi-Wan. You have the Relic 3 of 3 for Princess Leia. You have the Lando at Relic 3 of 5. Wedge and Biggs at 3 of 3. You have all the recs that no one wants to do for JML done. And most of the other recs are going to be getting a CLS team and getting yourself a Jedi Knight Luke. And so 100% I think that doing SLKR, or not SLKR, doing Executor into JML is going to be fantastic. After you finish JML, take a second and get Zepho ready for your guild. They have been kind to you, and so if they're in that spot where they're, you know, Zepho ready, that'll give you a home for your JKCK, give you a home in the guild more fresh and solid. But overall, like play for play, what you're going to do is you're going to do CLS and then Jedi Knight Luke. And then if you have time before Jedi Knight Luke, you'll finish Executor. If you don't, if you're still working on the IG 2000 node, and I would suggest refreshing it 2 to 3 times, then Jedi Knight Luke finishes. Jedi Knight Luke finishes, you finish Executor. If you still don't have enough shards for Executor, you relic the Jedi Knight Revan and the Jedi Knight Cal Kestis. And then after that, you go for the Executor. If you still don't have enough shards for the IG 2000, we're going to go into JML. And then, you know, Executor is your main farm, but you're held back by shards, meaning you're going to wait as long as you can to get it. Executor is important because if we go to both in the fact that just if you have an Executor, you can climb your way in GAC so easily. Executor's huge. But having a GL ship in general gets you into the top of your fleet arena shard. So if you can take number 1, that's 400 crystals a day that you're going to get. 400 crystals a day. That's 10, let's see. 10, 20, 30, that's 1,200 crystals, sorry, 12,000 crystals a month. 12,000 crystals a month is roughly $75 worth of crystals a month. So if you can hold the top of your shard, you are doing amazing. So he's basically done Zepho. Why not now? Because if his guild's already done with Zepho ready and they're not pushing him, he can afford to mooch for a while longer and focus on the things that are going to help his account more. Because focusing on his account will help the guild more than focusing on this guild farm that they've already basically finished, and he's just adding another set of get to currency. Now, if they were working towards it and like they were 1 away or 5 away, then yeah, I'd tell him to do Zepho ready first. But not so much. So get a chance, could you give my once over trying to decide between dark side clones, Mandalore, or finish Balin? I'm close, but it's a while till the event. If not, all good. I don't have time, Darfrog. Come to our next roster review stream, should be on Tuesday, I believe. And we will be having a roster review stream 3 times a week starting in June. So we'll make sure we get you one. But just off the cuff of my sleeve, dark side clones, slow farm them and eventually get them. Unless you're spending oodles of money, it's going to be the best way to do it. And it's a fun little PP. But Mandalore is going to be your best value. Balin's going to be a little bit better inside GAC, but outside GAC he doesn't do much, whereas Mandalore ready gives you a ton of stuff, territory war, territory battle, as well as GAC. So my suggestion would always be Mandalore ready, especially if your guild's pushing towards that, or it allows you to jump into a better guild. Is there not a difference in rewards between a 50 of 50 unlock and a 30 of 30 unlock? For each person that does it, you get 50 get 2 currency. So if you have everyone finish it and you have everyone do it, you get 2,500 get 2 currency. If you only have 30 people do it, you get, I don't want to do that math, 1,500 get 2 currency. And so it's the difference of essentially 3 sets of Chirotechs, so 15 Chirotechs. Is the difference between a full unlock and a partial unlock, Armid. So it's not going to be like a wild, huge difference. Just having the Zepho unlock is a little bit more important than having everyone do it. Usually you just want everyone to do it because A, you're getting a little bit more currency, and B, you can guarantee that it's unlocked every time. So if some of you fail because of crap RNG, you can mitigate it. So Executor can never beat Leviathan, right? No, it can, Valkorian. It's like a 60 to 70% win rate, but if you have a Mark 6 Interceptor, I think it is, it could go up to 100% win rate. I'm not super familiar with that counter. It'd be something that I research and make a video on. Because I don't know it very well, but I believe it's the Mark 6 Interceptor. No, it's not Mark 6. Which one is it? Anyone know? Is it Mark 6? I don't remember. One of these ships in this fleet. I think it's Mark 6. Because it's not B-28, right? Yeah, Mark 6 interceptor. Mark 6 can do it with this as well, if I recall. How does it work again? I don't remember. It's something in here gives tenacity up, but it makes it so that way the profundity and the executor can beat it with like a near 100% win rate. I've seen people do it with executor as well, Zavor. I just don't know the build for it or anything. I genuinely don't. Tenacity up on second special. There you go. It's like literally a couple people have like talked to me about it and been like, you know, I do this, and I'm like, I've never seen that. So it's something that I'll put some effort into finding the people that said it and questioning them on their build, and then I will make a video about it so people know about it. Nope, just for each person that does it, you get just an additional 50 army. My guild doesn't have rote consistently, and we haven't gotten to Zepho yet. Great. Then do as I said. Wait for it to get your JKCK up until you get your Jedi Knight Luke in there. And then relic your Jedi Knight Revan, your JKCK, and your Jedi Knight Luke. Yeah, Sovereign Winter, we're closing up. Big Boat coming in with the raid. Thank you, my friend. We're actually about to end, but we will be raiding another stream. Give me just a sec. Mara's gonna watch you guys and make sure you guys don't do anything for a sec while I go check to make sure we're ready to go. But thank you for the raid, Big Boat. Appreciate you, my friend. Is there anything in here I haven't done? I think I've done all of it. Yeah. Well, we're gonna throw our new fancy, newfangled Lord Vader in here and let you guys watch as with the clones he hopefully dominates. Yes, I am gonna raid myself. Yeah, give me a sectalion. Okay, come on. Sure. Come on, sure. Good. Oh, okay. Stay. Sounds good, Caleb. You have a great night. We can talk about mods when you're done. I mean, yeah, on the other stream that we do, you can ask any questions that you want, and I'll answer them. Or you can go watch the video that I posted in chat a second ago, if you need like a simple explanation. Where is it? Hold on. Mods. There it is. This one right here. There you go. Watch that mod video. Sure, Lady Geek. I can't promise a good answer, but I will answer any questions. Good first. And good. Okay, down. Or down. Ate. His Mara Ryrock, you are correct. What's the other stream? Hold on, it'll be on Rabid Beaver's Peepees is the name of the channel. Where we're gonna be rating it from this channel. I gotta do a quick check to see if this works. What just happened? What is happening? What is this? That is so loud. I'm so confused. I don't know if you guys can see this. Okay. It looks like it's working. It's being super glitchy though. Yeah, almost copyright. It started like leading into the music. I was like, nope, 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 nope. Can people not see my comments? What is going on? I can see your comments. I can't see what's on my screen right now. Okay. Yeah, people can ask questions on the next stream. You're gonna push you guys over to that stream for those of you who are on Twitch. Let me see if I can't get you guys a link to the Twitch. Because it will let me raid. So there's that. But they only want to hear it from me. So leave it to Beaver. Yeah, I have no idea. I don't see any answers, Harry. It might not be showing up. I don't know. Who knows? Okay. Let me make sure that it's ready to raid. Okay, thank you guys so much for being here. I will see you guys in the next stream. We have someone waiting out for us. Otherwise, it'd be a little bit more ceremonial, sanctimonious. I don't know, some word that sounds fancy and newfangled. But thank you guys for being here, and I will see you guys in just a moment over on the other channel, and you can ask whatever questions you want over there. Oh gosh, what was that sound?